I never thought I would see the day. I never thought it was going to happen. I never thought it was ever going to happen again. We've got Bonner struggling. We have Aaliyah in foul trouble. We have Coulson playing some minutes. We have Bree Turner on our team. We have that fraud of a coach. I never thought it was going to happen again. And if you guys agreed that you never thought it was going to happen again, leave a like. Or if you disagreed, I don't care, agree or disagree with me, leave a like. If we can get to 1,000 likes on this video and on this stream, we get to 1,000 on both, that would be absolutely incredible. We're at 500 on the stream. That would be absolutely incredible. And lads, we're trying so hard to hit 48.5k by the end of the day. We are 43 subscribers off. If we could do that, that would be absolutely insane. But lads, we gotta talk about this game again. There's like 8 seconds ago. It's dragging. I don't care. I don't care about that. So this was a fantastic third quarter performance from the Indiana Fever. Late second quarter, late first quarter. By the way, the Fever were really good in the third. They were really good at the end of the first. They were really good at the end of the second. And they were really good to end the fourth. I have to say, they were really, really good to end the fourth. And even though they only had 5 fast break points, they played faster. Built up a 16-point lead and almost blew it. Almost blew it. They almost blew it because of that fraud of a coach. They almost blew it. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. So, the Mystics started off pretty okay. Sykes was like 1 of 7 to start the game. So she went 6 of 7 to end the game. And Brittany Sykes with 20 points. Kiki Riafen was unbelievable. Kiki playing 26 minutes. For some reason, this coach refuses to play Kiki Riafen and Shakira Austin at the same time. It's literally Kiki Riafen and Dolson, and then the two of them sub off for Edwards and Austin. It's the weirdest thing. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. That, like, they literally only play the two of them together. There's no Kiki Riafen and Shakira Austin minutes, because Shakira Austin was fantastic. Shakira Austin was absolutely fantastic today, but the problem is that they can't play her because they can't play her at the same time as Kiki for some reason, who was the best player on the floor. Citron, fine. She had a fine game. I don't understand how, by the way, Sonia Citron or Lexi Hull got away with hitting her with a haymaker off the ball. She tried to swim over, but just ended up clocking her. She pulled a Breanna Power Cassidy on it. Like, I didn't see it, but she pulled a Breanna Power Cassidy. If you guys know what that means, it was when Caitlin Clark played against Holy Cross in her first, where is it? So the Breanna Power Cassidy, if you guys don't remember it, I'll see if I can get the footage here. But it was literally when it was this play right here. Tried to swim over Caitlin Clark and clocked her in the face. Lexi Hull pulled the Breanna. So I don't understand that. But from the Indiana Fever, Ari McDonald. I'll talk about her last, but Kelsey Mitchell, way to step up. Way to step up with 24 points there. Way to step up. Yeah, bad free throw shooting is what it is. Way to step up. Way to hit some big shots down the stretch. Way to step up. Aaliyah Boston, didn't think she had a bad game, just got in foul trouble. Like 5 of 5 in the field, 10 points, would have with 1 board, was better than the stats would suggest. However, someone had said it again, she got cooked by Brittany Sykes. The problem is that the team did not do a good job. They did not do a good job of icing screens on Sykes. They didn't. They did not do a good job at all. Bree Turner should never be on the floor. Like, there's no excuse to play Bree Turner. I don't care if it's 1 minute 48 seconds. There's no excuse to play her. There's no excuse to play her at all. Absolutely no excuse to play her. Sid Coulson, she tried. I will not knock Sydney Coulson's effort. Thank you so much, posted at $14. 6-4-14 from number 10. Insane game from her. But I will never knock Sydney Coulson because she gives 100%. She's just not that good. She's just not that good at basketball, but she puts in 1,000% effort every single game. Every game, she puts in 1,000% effort. So I'm not going to question that. Bonner, I don't know what was wrong with Bonner. Thank you, Dom, for so much for the $10. I don't know what was wrong with Bonner. She got teed up early when the ref made a call. and she should have been chucked. She should have been chucked. Still came in with 9 points, but like she did not look. She genuinely just did not look. Like it looked like there was something wrong. Dantas been great all year. She's been great. She's been great. I still would have rather they kept Tammy, but Dantas been great. Genuinely been great. But now we're talking about the two players. Now we're talking about the two players that really changed everything for this team. First of all, Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull. What a performance. What a performance, Lexi. I understand you guys might see, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. All of that, if I'm not mistaken, she had all 14 in the second half. I think she had all 14 in the second half. She took over. She took over. The big reason they went on the run in the third quarter. She was a huge reason. She was a huge, huge reason why they took over in the fourth quarter. In the third quarter. And she was a huge reason why they won that game. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. Ari McDonald. Ari McDonald was the catalyst for that win. She was the catalyst for that win. Because you've got players that play with energy. You've got players that play with super energy, like Alexi Hull. But they need that point guard to push the tempo. And Colson doesn't do that. Ari McDonald, they were down 17-10 when she checks into the game. They were down 17-10. And she immediately starts going. She starts running. She starts pushing the floor. She's passing the ball. She's running the pick and roll. She's taking charges. She's getting steals. She is legitimately took over that game. She took it over. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. She took over that game. And the fraud that is... By the way, the Indiana Fever are up 16 points. Or up 14 points going into the fourth quarter. And for some reason, Lexi Hull and Ari McDonald, the two game changers, she takes both of them off and it subs them back on when they're up like what, 8 or 6? I think they're going an 8-0 run. I think it was like an 8-0 run or a 10-2 run or something, and then Hull and Ari McDonald come on and they struggle a little bit to start and then eventually push it on. But Ari McDonald, I forgot that watching the Indiana Fever can be fun. And I'm just putting it out there right now. If you've got Ari McDonald's energy with Caitlin Clark off the ball, cool. If you've got Ari McDonald who can make smart decisions, she could run the pick and roll. She did smart things with the ball. If you've got her beside Caitlin Clark as a backup, it makes sense. Oh my God! Oh my God, thank you so much, Ken. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the $85. And also thank you for the $5 Steel Justice. And also thank you guys for all 1,500 of you guys that are in chat. Like, that is unbelievable. Thank you guys so much. But Ari McDonald, game changer. Absolute game changer. And her and Lexi Hull, legitimately, she can play beside Caitlin. She can play beside Caitlin. And I gotta say, when it comes to Ari McDonald, they need to do everything they can to keep her. They need to do everything they can to keep her in the game. Because, you know sometimes when players just sprint and have energy. This team started off flat. They started off flat. They were in 17-10. They were so flat. And Ari McDonald immediately turns it into fever ball. She immediately turns into fever ball. And regardless of that, when she was on the floor for those 27 minutes, it actually looked like good basketball. It actually looked like good basketball, and I don't care about the stats. I don't care about the stats. You can someone can quote a box score to me. Anyone can quote box scores. Ari McDonald was the catalyst for that game. Everything was going wrong early. When the Fever play slow down, they're garbage. We know that for a year. But they have this fraud of a coach that thinks they can. But like, Ari McDonald, from taking those charges Oh my God, $50. Thank you so much, JB. Oh my God. Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh my God. But like, this game is, I've lost. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'm kind of losing track of this game at this stage. But all I gotta say is, Ari McDonald, Sid Colson, you can stay. You can stay. You bring something. You're not that bad. If there's any way they can get off Bree Turner's contract and bring in Ari McDonald, because the worst case scenario is Ari McDonald comes in like 2 weeks. The worst case scenario is that even if she's on a hardship deal, they can sign her to a rest of season in about 2 weeks. But if they can cut Bree Turner, cut Bree Turner. That's all I'm going to say.